Fifth grade. Today we talked about our clay project and making it meaningful to you. So, when you're doing your project, you don't have to do all four techniques, but on the assessment, you will have to explain to me which one is which one so that I can see that you are proficient in all those techniques and you know what they are. So, today, I'm going to show you just how I'm going to get started on my personal project. Yours can be whatever you want it to be, but I'm just going to show you some different techniques that you may want to use in your piece. So today on the table there's going to be a square piece of paper. And this is what like as large as the base as I want it to be. The reason being is because we have limited space to work with. And it looks small right now, but it's actually a pretty decent sized piece. It doesn't have to be square, your slab. It can go like, if you need to do like a different kind of shape, it can go a little bit out, just as long as it's around this size. All right, so first I'm gonna get my slab going. And if you ever need more clay, please just ask me, because remember, no one touches the clay bucket but myself. That way we can keep everything sanitary. So a lot of you will probably want to do the marble thing that I showed you. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you are doing the marbles, your slab must be on the thick side, because you're going to use your loop tool to carve out without going through all the way to the bottom. The reason being is because if there are any like gaps or anything, and the marble either spills out because like you didn't create a barrier to slip and score and you didn't make it thick enough, it ruins my kiln shelves. Like I have to break the piece, your piece, to get this off. And I've cut myself so many times. So if I don't feel like you're able to do the marbles, that's just how it is. So like make sure that your piece follows the guidelines if you're doing the marble thing. And so for my piece, I'm going to do a special memory of mine. So remember, you have to make your piece significant to you. And my significance is my memory with my dad, where we caught like 50 fish that day on the lake. So that's going to be my memory. So I'm going to roll out a slab, and I'm not cutting it out with the needle tool. I'm just kind of having a guideline, because I don't think I want this square shape. I think I want it to be kind of more of like an organic shape, so kind of like a natural kind of shape, because it's going to be kind of a lake with like a little boat in. And I think I'll build from there. And then, so I would say this is a pretty decent sized slab, but in addition to me carving out a place for the lake to go, I'm also going to build a little bit of a barrier as well. Just kind of smoothing out where I carved out the pieces. And so this is what the marbles look like. They're like these flat little like aquarium marbles. And so you want to make sure that your relief is high enough where it won't like melt over when I put it in the kiln. So in addition, I think I'm also going to make kind of like a little rock barrier, because I remember that there was some rocks, and I'm going to make some trees. I'm going to do that out of slabs as well. And I'm going to make a little fishing boat in the center, and then the little fishing boat, it's high enough where the marbles won't go over it when I put it in the kiln. So remember, in clay, really like skinny things will break. So this is going to be kind of like a slab of like a cluster of trees that I'm going to slip and score right here. I need to score these little rocks as well. All right, it's looking good so far. I might add some more details, we'll see. So notice I did some incising on the background, or the trees, and I did do some incising on the boat. So this is how this is going to work. We're going to fire it, and then after we fire it, I'll see if we can place those marbles in there if you're doing the marble thing. And so if you are getting close to being done, the last step would be to take the slip water in your slip brush and smooth out all of the bumps. So let me show you like where these bumps are. So like they're right here by the rocks. These edges, not like the ones on the inside because I don't want to smooth out those incising marks, but like anything that is like sticking out, like, oh, sorry, but that like little bump right there, that's when this is fired, this is going to turn rock hard. So anything that can be smoothed out, definitely smooth it out because it'll be easier to glaze. We're going to be glazing during this project, we're not going to be painting or Mod Podging it. And don't worry, I'll talk to you about glazing because woo, it is a process. So we will do that after they have been fired. So just smooth it out, and then somewhere either like on the side of the slab or underneath, gotta be very careful. Either if you want me to help you or you can do it yourself, just make sure you have your name and your class code either on the bottom or on the side.